All right, so it looks like we're here. Hooray! All right, technology aside. Good morning. Today is the very end of February, February 28th, because we're not a leap year, February 28th, and we're coming to you live from Marshall. So I've had some technology glitches today, but I do have it up and running on both Facebook and YouTube, thank goodness, and we're going to power forward. So, what is going on? Well, I've got a whole list of stuff that's going on. I'm going to share a couple of things with you, and I'm going to grab a book that I almost forgot to grab, and it's going to be kind of important to our conversation here. Whew-wee. Okay, here we go. So, we have lots of stuff upcoming. I want to remind everyone today is the last day for our Black History Month sale. You can pop in and grab some Black History. We always stock these kinds of books. These books are important. We're always going to have them, but right now you can get a little extra sale on them. They're 20% off. Starting tomorrow, we will have our Women's History Month table, and so we'll have lots of cool and interesting ways to explore women's history and the way that women have contributed to our collective history, and some of those will be on sale as well. So you can pop in tomorrow and check those out. And those will be on sale all of March. We have an event coming up March 12th. So author Renee Rosen will be in Battle Creek. We're going to meet her at Willard Library. That is March 12th, 6 p.m. in the downstairs room at Willard Library. So this book is Let's Call Her Barbie. So this is a historical fiction about the creation of the Barbie doll. Renee has lots of great historical fiction focused primarily on women and their contributions to history. In the same way that there are other great historical fiction authors who write books that are history related, but also like have some fictionalized elements to make the story kind of move along and keep the narrative going. Renee's great at doing that. I'm super excited to get to meet her. So that's Willard Library on March 12th at 6 p.m. You can pick up the books here. We'll be there selling the books as well. Independent Bookstore Day is coming up. So Independent Bookstore Day is April 25th. Just mark your calendars. We're going to do some of the same sales and deals that we always do, and we're looking to try out some new things. So if you've got a suggestion, a thing that you'd like to see us do to celebrate independent bookstores, pop in and check that out. The bookstore hop will be happening again this year. We don't have all of the participating stores with the materials yet, but keep an eye out for that. That's always fun to see lots of different bookstores in Michigan. Also, May 16th, we are prepping for an author hop in downtown Marshall. So we are working with Marshall District Library, and we're bringing in lots of independently published and small authors, and one or two like mid-tier really good authors, and then a big author. And we're going to have a day just celebrating books and authors and writing all over downtown Marshall. So more details coming soon for that, but know that there will be authors stationed at lots of different places in Marshall, and you'll be able to go and meet those authors and hear about their books and just kind of spend the day checking out Marshall. This is a really nice, fun, cute town. Lots of shops, lots of restaurants, great time, and you get to meet lots of cool authors. So if you are an author or you know an author and you'd like to participate in that, you can send us an email or Marshall District Library an email, and we can get you the form to apply to be a part of that. It doesn't necessarily guarantee that you'll be a part of it, but you can apply. Spots are limited. So yeah, definitely reach out to us if that's the thing that you'd like to be interested in, that you are interested in taking part in. Words today. All right. We are at the tail end of our horror sale. So that is all buy one, get one 50% off for horror. That ends today. You guys really came out with sold tons and tons of great horror books. We got lots of stories into people's hands. You guys are going to enjoy them. That's great. But I'm excited to talk about what our next sale is starting tomorrow. So to kick off, March is reading month. So March is always reading month. March is reading month. To kick that off, we're going to do a unique, interesting type of sale. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do buy a grown-up book, get half off a kid's book. Now, this is different than a lot of sales because sometimes we do sales and it's always the cheapest book is going to be the lowest price book is going to be the one that's discounted, right? So if like right now with the horrors, buy one get 150. Whichever horror book that you buy that costs less, that's the one that the computer's going to automatically discount. However, with this sale, It is buy one grown-up book, get half off the kids book. So you can kind of play the game a little bit there and get some deals. Specifically, what this is about this is about being able to show like good behavior. This is about being able to show kids that grown-ups also value books. We want kids to see grown-ups reading. So if you have kids in your life, it's important that you model good behavior and that you show them that you read as well. That helps them. That strengthens their desire to read. That helps them understand that like books are important for grown-ups as well. It's not just to eat your vegetables, kid. It's a we all do this. We enjoy this. This is great. So if you want to help kids become better readers, one of the great things you can do is to model that good behavior in front of them. So for this sale, you can do stuff like you could get The Cloisters. This is a fun book. This is tarot and art history. It's a mystery. There is murder. There is theft. There is interesting, cool things. So our heroine in this goes to work for a museum and gets shuffled off to the cloisters instead of being able to work at the Met. And she it stumbles into an intriguing thing that some of her colleagues are doing, where they have discovered some not ancient, some really, really old tarot cards. And there's a front face to them that maybe doesn't belong on there. And there is some things happening, and it's implied that maybe there's some magical things happening, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's just a real mystery. And so we're trying to unravel this as we're meeting these weird characters. And it's a fun book. Art, tarot, mystery. It's really, really good. And you could buy this and get 50% off Winn-Dixie, which you could get for a young person in your life, because it's a fabulous book and every kid should read Winn-Dixie. Or you could say, you know what? I'm going to read the new Matt Dinniman, The Operation Bounce House. This is fabulous. This book is does what sci-fi is meant to do. What sci-fi is meant to do, in my opinion, which is take a story and kind of tell the real things that are happening in our world, but in a fictionalized, strange setting, so that you don't see it. Right? This is Star Trek when the Federation and the Klingons are really the Cold War, and we're learning about that and why maybe war isn't great, and maybe we should try and find peace. So this Matt Dinniman is talking about some things that are happening in our modern day. This is a story of a colony that has been cut off from Earth, and when they're finally getting reestablished, there are forces on Earth that are like, hey, you know what? It would be more profitable if you would all just die and give us that land because we want it. And so they come to try and invade. It is a little absurdist. It is a little funny. It is fast paced. It is interesting. Matt Dinniman always does a great job writing. He does the Dungeon Crawler Carl. So this is not part of that series. This is a standalone, fabulous book. You could be picking this up for yourself. And when you did, you could pick up Charlotte's Web for a young person in your life. And this is a beautiful edition of Charlotte's Web with the stained edges. Oh, I love this one. So you could grab this deluxe Charlotte's Web. You get 50% off of this because you're getting a book for yourself too. Now you're modeling good behavior and you're giving a treasure to a young person in your life. Or you could try Jodi Picoult's Small Great Things. Jodi Picoult is an amazing author who likes to write dramas about things that are happening in the world, things that are maybe just outside of the zeitgeist or that we were intensely interested in previously, and it's kind of faded a little bit. This is a story about a Black nurse and her son and a white supremacist and his family, and how they clash, and how you start to see both of them as humans, and how we can learn to break down barriers and resist and maybe pull people out of some of the extremely damaging bad cycles that they get pulled into and the systems that they do. And at the end, it's got a nonfiction section, because when Jodi Picoult was writing this, she always does a great thing of like interviewing and talking with and connecting with folks who are on the ground, real life experiencing this. And she has a gentleman writing with her and these final nonfiction chapters about how people get sucked into groups, neo-Nazi groups and white supremacist groups, and how to help them leave those things. And so this is an important book. This is a really great book. This is one of my favorites from her. And you could be getting that. And you could get Desmond Cole Ghost Patrol for a young person in your life. Desmond Cole has been a fabulously fun series. This is the graphic novel version that they just started coming out with. I love Desmond Cole. They are cute, silly, fun adventures as they go ghost hunting in all the different places. I think my favorite was book 2, where they went to the library, because haunted libraries, right? So you could get Desmond Cole for a young person in your life. Or The Great Transition. Nick, is it Googans? Googans. Writes this is like near future climate change, sort of disaster related, not quite post-apocalyptic, but a little apocalyptic. And so this is a great story to kind of like maybe stay in the world that we are currently in, but also kind of take your mind off stuff, because it's a story. So that would be a great one to pick up, and you can see we've got them on sale. And when you did that, you could grab a Pokemon book for a young person in your life and get half off, even the discounted ones. Let's see if I can hit the sticker right. So this is how this sale works. You pick out a book for you, and then you read that book, Modeling Good Behavior, and you get 50% off a book to give to a young person in your life. And when they see that you're reading books and that you value books, they will hopefully start to value books more. They will read stories too. So that sale starts tomorrow. So if you come in tomorrow, you can pick out a grown-up book, you can pick out a kid's book, you get 50% off your kid's book. It's going to be great. You're going to be able to experience great stories yourself, and you're going to be able to help a younger person experience some great stories. Okay, that's what I have for you today, which is great because it is time for me to go open the doors. I really hope that I get to see you this week. Thanks, guys.